On Tuesday, American national David Doehm spent his first night inside the confines of a cell at the Kobe Foundation's Central Prison in Hattieville on a committal warrant. His wife Anke Doehm remains in detention at the Queen Street Police Station as investigations continue into charges of pornography. Anke was the adoptive parent of 13-year-old Faye Lin Cannon, who was killed inside the family apartment at Grand Caribe in San Pedro. Faye Lin had been physically and sexually abused just prior to her demise, and the Doehms are suspects.
We do have that individual at the police station, and we are still awaiting the response from the D.P.P. I must say that I recently got a text giving some sort of positive response in reference to that young lady and the young man in Kobe Foundation. So we are going forward. Something will happen pretty soon.
As in, are you saying, sir, that possible charges laid against either of the individual for the death of their adopted daughter?
I will not. I cannot say what direction the charge will come from, if it is for the murder or some sort of pornography. But we are getting some positive signal at this present moment.
And that is supposed to take place by today, sir?
Well, we need to work at it quickly due to the fact that the 48 hours is right around the corner, and we need to move swiftly.
There has been no shortage of complaints coming from residents on the island. Some say upwards of 20 were made to the Human Services Department in San Pedro, but nothing was done. Their former neighbor in Hawaii has also come forward with evidence of David and Anke's purported and inexplicable violent rage and reports to Child Protective Services in Hawaii. Cara Barber claims that the Doehms were hostile. She believes that the children were adopted to work in the couple's women and children clothing store in Hawaii. Interestingly, the couple ran a clothing store in San Pedro called Ruby Moon.
Right off the bat, they started being rude and complaining, being combative and hostile with us. And that just set the wrong tone from the beginning. It was very awkward. What that eventually led to is a temporary restraining order that the police recommended that I get from, have the court issue to protect my family and I from David and Anke Doehm. My family, my children, we feared for them, but we also were very fearful for the children because, we didn't understand how they could even be responsible for the care of children. They didn't seem interested in it. They had no concern for their safety, no concern for their education, no concern. They didn't care about them. My impression was that she had this clothing company and potentially adopted them for the sole purpose of making them work for her clothing company, was the impression. Now, I don't know. I'm just saying, what else did they do?
Duane, Moody for News 5.